Hey everyone, I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Lake Berryessa and the dam. This is the other side of the dam. And actually, the glory hole is right over here, and it's looking great. We're probably about 20 feet from the top of the glory hole, which means the lake will be full. So I expect this lake to be full this year. But today, we're back here with the Multistrada V4S, the travel package and the radar package. And well, as you saw from the title and thumbnail, this might be our last ride here on the Multistrada. So I wanted to do a little video for you guys and tell you my experience with this bike in the 4 months or so that I've had it. And I don't know necessarily that there's a real big reason why I'm selling it. On to bigger and better things maybe. But let's talk about the weather real quick. A good break. We've had a couple days. I was at the track on this last Monday, and then it started dumping raining, and it's been raining ever since until yesterday. It stopped raining and dried up. And now another system's coming through tomorrow, so it's going to start pouring. But look at the mountains, all these rock slides and mudslides. This one's huge. Look at this. The whole side of the hill came down. Crazy. So, welcome back again to the channel. Hopefully we're going to be getting out on some street rides soon, so stay tuned if you guys dig the street rides. We've got some track days scheduled for next month, so the track guide contents, stay tuned. But the Multistrada V4S, I bought it about 4 months ago, and I'll tell you, I've actually enjoyed it for the 4 months that I've had it. I really have. Clocked about 2,100 miles on it, which is pretty decent in 4 months. I was doing some commuting down to the South Bay, which is I won't be doing anymore, and a few street rides, a few twisty rides, but all in all, I really actually enjoyed this bike a lot, surprisingly, because when I had it 2 years ago, courtesy of Ducati, for a week, I actually really didn't like it that much because I rode it out here, and the bike's not really great out here. The bike is really good on the highway. It's really good out on the open road. It does fine on the twisties, but it's just really just not designed to be out here. I mean, it's with the way I ride. Let's just say that, because you guys know how I ride, and it does all right, but it's just not my cup of tea out here. So I thought, I think it's time to move on. I've spent my time again on another adventure bike. You guys know I had the Tiger 1200, and I enjoyed that bike as well. I just hated the resale value of that bike. That bike like plummeted in resale value. This I think is hold its value, and I should be able to get most of my money out of this thing because I got such a great deal on this thing from Randy over at A&S. So I can't complain too much if I can get my money out of this bike. I've enjoyed it for 4 months, and we'll say goodbye to it. I haven't done too many mods, just a few things like the windscreen, and I actually just got these wind flaps tinted, added the rear bag on there, and that's about it. I really haven't done anything else to this thing. So it's been a joy, and whoever gets this bike here after me is going to enjoy it, and hopefully put it to a little better use than me. I've got 7 bikes now, so I'm gonna start purging some bikes out again. I've ended up collecting some that I'm not riding much, so I think the KTM, the Super Duke, is going to be up for sale. This is going to go up for sale. The Hyper Motard will go up for sale, and I believe I might sell the 2016 S1000RR and get a 23 S1000RR. So that's still up in the air, but and of course you guys know I have the M1000R on order, so we'll have to see what the fate of the S1000R is going to be. I don't know, and to tell you the truth, maybe I'll keep the S1000R and not buy the M1000R. I really don't know yet. I really want to get my hands on an M1000R, I think, before I buy it. So I don't know if the one that I have on order, if I'm going to be allowed to do a test ride on it. But even then, it's not going to be unlocked. So anyways, this isn't about the BMWs. This is about the Ducati. So yeah, I mean, this thing has already been serviced. The intervals for service on this thing is literally like 10,000 miles or 2 years, which is crazy. It's already gotten its first service, which that's been done. So this thing's ready to go, and it's ready to go to a new owner. And so I wanted to bring you guys along on my final ride. You guys know, I think I've done a final ride video on just about every bike that I've owned except the S1000RR, the 22, which that was it's kind of at a hard time in my life when I got rid of that. So I didn't end up doing a video, and you guys know I kind of went quiet in that time. But so yeah, so this will be posted on Facebook and on Cycle Trader. If you guys are interested in it, let me know. You guys can find it on Facebook or Cycle Trader. You'll see the price there. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to list it for. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But stay tuned. If you guys are interested in it, it's a wonderful bike. It's got the spoke wheels. It's got the radar, which is phenomenal. The radar and the blind spot detectors is like such a game changer on this. And Ducati's changed motorcycling with those features. And I know a lot of people are like, stop with all of the electronics and stuff like that. It really just makes these bikes a lot more enjoyable personally. You can kind of ride them, and it helps you with mistakes, and it helps you with comfort, and I don't see much reliability issue happening with the electronics these days. So I think Ducati's paved a big way with the radar and the adaptive cruise control, which is phenomenal, by the way. It's never failed me. I love it. You know, just flip it on. See there, flip it on, and here we go. Blind spot detectors work for us. It's just such an enjoyable bike. Comfort-wise, you can get on this thing and you can do hundreds of miles. I think the longest I've ridden kind of non-stop was about 200 to 300 miles, which I know isn't a huge amount, but for me, typically, you know, my rides are typically 100 miles or so. So for me to be able to hop on this thing and do a few hundred miles at a time, it's nice and very comfortable. The seat is, I could use a little bit more comfort in the seat, but outside of that, I mean, it's not a major complaint. It's kind of me being more nitpicky than anything. But again, it's a bike that you're going to be able to hop on and do some touring on. Now, this particular bike has more of the cross-track tires. It's kind of maybe a gravel road, off-road, but mainly road bike. And I intended to only ride this thing on the road. I really didn't intend to ride this thing off-road. And how the bike is laid out outside of the spoke wheels, which the spoke wheels are really supposed to help with the, the off-road. And if you do hit a bump, the wheels have a little bit more play than if you have the steel wheels. I don't think they're forged wheels. I think they're steel wheels. Then, which is a better street tire because there's not as much flex in the wheel, if I'm saying that correctly. So, but outside of the wheels, I mean, the bike is it's a great on-road bike and something that you can hop on the highway, do 300, 400, 500 miles without a doubt in a day. So, and maybe even more. So, and I know there's a lot of people that have these bikes that really enjoy these bikes, and I enjoy the bike. Surprisingly, actually, when I bought the bike and I rode it a few times, I was like, man, I'm really liking this thing. So, over here we got we're running out of gas, by the way. A nice little Multi V2 S over there. So yeah, stay tuned for more content coming up. I'm hopefully going to get on the street for a street ride here soon. Now, if you guys don't know, I've got Vixen. Vixen's my baby Great Dane. She is at home alone for her first time, and so that's why it's just a quick ride up to Various and back. But I've got her kind of entrapped into the kitchen. She doesn't like it at all, but we'll see how she does. And it's kind of one of those things that you just kind of gotta let them do their thing and let them get over the fear or the being alone. So hopefully we'll be able to get on the road. And then, like I said, we do have some track days coming up, so stay tuned. DIY stuff, I've got some BMW S1000R velocity stacks going on from Bren Toon. So just kind of trying to give you guys a little bit of updates on what's to come. We've also got the new Bren Toon tune going in that thing, so I'm excited for that. And the Hyper Motard's got a steering damper that is going to be coming in from Bellissimo Moto. Hopefully I'll get that installed before it goes up for sale. But if you're interested in that the Hyper Motard, let me know. It's, you know, full carbon, full build. The thing's just, it's pretty amazing. Tuned, Terminioni exhaust, full exhaust system on it. So it's a pretty sweet bike. And the KTM, if you guys are interested in the KTM, it's got a few things done to it, but nothing much, pretty much stock. So if you guys are looking for any of those few bikes, let me know. But yeah, it's hopefully gonna stop raining soon. Tahoe is like, I think they're third record year for snowfall up in Tahoe in the Sierras. Something like 628 inches of snow at the snowpack, which is so crazy. So that'll be nice for us, hopefully down the road with filling up the reservoirs. But they're speaking of a big fire season this year. Although we've gotten this big rain, what tends to happen is all the weeds are going to grow up, they'll dry out, and just a lot of fuel. So as you guys know, we do Cal Fire, so we'll be out this year on the fire lines with Cal Fire. But back here in Winters, with 4 miles left to an empty tank. Not too bad. So thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for all the support on the Multi. It's been a joy of a bike, and I will miss it. I think I'll have enjoyed it. There'll be some times I wish I still had it, but not enough time that I think is justifiable. So thank you guys for sticking around. Do the normal, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and then ring the bell notification. Bell notification is going to give you future notification of future content, like when we get out on the street rides and some DIY stuff and some track day stuff. So thank you guys again, and we will see you next video. Bye guys.